Right. I remember this. Joe Wood. Yeah, that intro scene takes me back. Oh, and this too. Oh, yeah. Brutal. But kudos to Piranha Bytes. Thank you for giving us the Gothic games. Right. This is Twyvel. Completed Gothic earlier in the week, I believe. I'm busy now uploading. Christ, on a crush of volume on this. We need to lower it. Yeah, you... Calm down a bit. Did that help anyway? In any case, did it? No. Music just... It doesn't help. Well, it does. Yeah. Right now, I love the music, but it was a tad too much. Yes, this is Twyvel. Completed Gothic 1 vanilla through Spine, the program. Spine that helps you play Gothic 1, Gothic 2. Uploading Gothic 1 as I speak. Also publishing a year-old gameplay of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, but that's beside the case. And I'm so pissed off right now. Sorry about that. I'm so angry. Can I say that? Yeah, of course I can. I'm actually very, very irritated because I mentioned Spine. Grateful for what they have done. They have tool set for installing mods. I never did that, but they have tool set for running these great games, Gothic 1 and 2, on modern systems. But whereas Gothic 1 worked without a hitch, installing it through Spine and playing it through Spine, the occasional crash to desktop, yes, but I immensely enjoyed going back to the colony, to the Valley of Mines, and where Gothic 1 worked without a hitch, Gothic 2 not so much. I actually have the games Gothic 1, 2. I'm holding a DVD case here. It's DVD, not CD, called Gothic Universe. I bought this in, I think, 2009. So I'm installing vanilla games and then using Spine to run them. I already said that I felt that Gothic 1 looked so much better. Certain things were omitted, redacted, or just removed. In Extremo Band, for instance, I never saw that in my playthrough of Gothic 1, but it was nicer than I remembered. The graphics and the systems and what have you. And it installed and ran without a hitch, apart from a few crashes to desktop. Gothic 2 did not even find it. I mean, through the program Spine, it didn't even find the CD. So I actually, I wanted to play this game yesterday, but there were complications. I have the, CD, it doesn't find the CD, but it's actually a DVD. It's the same drive. I still have a drive for that. So, it didn't work. I could not, the only way to install it was to go to the actual DVD manually and pressing setup, and that was a problem in itself because I could not select the folder to install it. It was default folder on my system drive, and only that's irritating as hell. And even if I did that, it did not work when I manually steered to that game folder and linked execution through Spine. So I was so tired and, well, exasperated really, because it was a breeze with Gothic 1, but now not with Gothic 2. So I did something I would never do as a teenager or 20-year-old. I was too proud of that. I actually caved in and bought the game from GOG, Good Old Games. I mean, it's Gothic 2 is a classic good old game. It's worth it. I mean, yeah, I bought it in 2009. Yeah, I already own it. But if things can be, if that can facilitate and make things easier, it's well worth that money. It's well worth it. And guess what? That purchase did not work. I had funds, and I had the receipt. I have the purchase history. I even have the game on my collection, but when going to owned games folder on GOG, it doesn't even show up. I cannot install it. Now, if you know GOG, Good Old Games, I mean, they're my guys. They're guys and girls. They're my people. I mean, there's a link with GOG and CD Projekt Red, guys that gave us The Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, I love Good Old Games. I love what they do. But I've never purchased something digitally that hasn't shown up. On some occasion, I've had trouble activating a code or something through a platform game that I bought physically, and then I entered the code I got, the key I got, and had to have help from actually support. And they're typing the same key, but other than that, I've never purchased anything digitally that didn't show up immediately. Doesn't matter. I contacted support. Give me my money back, or apply yourself to solving that problem. I'm not paying for something that I don't get. I mean, there's what I draw the line there. I can support, of course, but buying something and not receiving it, that's a big no-no. So yeah, that didn't show up, so I couldn't install the game. And then I was hours in, and I thought, well, okay, there's I mean, I'm the old guard from the good old days. I remember installing games that didn't automatically link with your sound device or whatever. Just looking at my recording now, I see that the resolution isn't optimal, so that's nothing. Forward in time, we can see that, or we all saw that, playing the or playing your old games on newer systems. I'm talking about in the 2000s. You had to fiddle with DOSBox, and if you don't know what that is, command lines of you enter commands manually on keyboard. And I know in this day and age there are kids and teenagers that do not know what a keyboard is, so them slamming their fingers on the screen and expecting results. But yeah, I've been through all that. I've been through buying a game, installing a game, and then trying to figure out how to actually play it correctly, because setup isn't as straightforward as it. I mean, if it was sound card, finding your sound card in the 90s, getting crash to desktop, what have you, memory problems, and then going through the ordeal with tools like DOSBox. I mean, this is nothing really compared to that. I mean, there are guides, online guides and help to be found, and I did. I actually installed it. I installed the game, let it install into the folder it wants, and then I applied the needed files. I found it myself, but many thanks, big thanks to World of Gothic for those files, and I also want to shout out to Lilia TV. Never heard of her, but I found her Gothic 2 getting it to work tutorial, and even if I figured out by myself, I actually verified with what she said, and really she seems very nice and helpful gamer, so that was nice. and she seems as keen on playing Kingdom Come 2 as I am, so there's that. Yeah, I got it to work, uploaded the patches and what have you, so I got it running, and I have no idea. Also, thanks to those behind the Spine tool, thanks to Spine for doing this. Gothic 1 worked without a hitch, Gothic 2 not so much, but now I've linked it to Spine, so that seems to be working. I mean, the game started, though I know that I cannot interrupt any cinematic here, because that may crash the game. And let's see if I can actually change the resolution here. Visual video. Yeah. So yeah, my that's not the correct resolution. And yeah, I'm running on a 2080 GeForce RTX. It's time. I love Nvidia, by the way, if you didn't know that. But it's time to upgrade. It's time to upgrade. Let's see if I can run Stalker 2 next month, if I manage to get it. Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Okay, here goes absolutely nothing. What the... Oh, okay, I have to change with... Right. Can I go to... It's not 64. Alright, here goes absolutely nothing. I know it will... Yeah, hold on. Hold on. So yeah, I had to... I didn't know what was going to happen, so I stopped recording there. Paused it. It's running again. That was graphic, video settings, visual settings, model detail. I never did any of this. Sky effects, yes. But that's my main gripe. I didn't do any of this with Gothic 1. I didn't install a mod. Never did I go into the visual settings of the game. I don't know if I can do that. And the game looked beautiful. I even commented on the sky effect, so if it's me, it's me, but yeah, controls. No, I'm going to yes. So here's another thing that I if I sound a bit not posh, condescending, I don't mean to be, but some things irritate me profoundly on a primal level. I mean, I'm using arrow keys, and thankfully this is a game that acknowledges that you can use or should use arrow keys. WASD, yeah, to each of his own, but do not cancel out or lock keys, hard code them or whatever. To each his own. Jump. Can't I do mouse? This is different. Extended configuration. This is different. This is different. Thank you for that. Action, mouse left, good. Draw weapon. I'm going with map. This is old school survival configurations here. Oh, this is old school. I can do this. So, consuming or health potions or healing medkits, what have you. Usually that's numpad 4 for me. But in this game, inventory. Player stats, always number 8. Numpad 8, I mean. Quests. Numpad 7. Alternate settings. Could this be... What? What the hell happened? Ah, Christ. Did I actually... Ah. Christ on a crutch. That was bad. Easily fixed. Draw weapon. No. First person, that's cool. But that didn't want to. No. So I pressed numpad plus sign there, but it didn't register. And then I wanted to leave, as in go continue. Inventory. There. Player stats. Quest log. Now I'm not doing anything more, but what... They're not... Oh, don't tell me it's... I can't invert. Don't tell me I can't invert. Visual. Video. Audio, well, I don't... Extended configuration. What's that? Here we go. No. That's not. What the? Don't tell me I can't use. Mouse control as I want to. Don't know what that was. Game settings. Oh, thank you. So yeah. Mouse sensitivity. Yeah, here goes. Here goes absolute nothing. This is Twyvel playing Gothic 2. And thanks again to Piranha Bytes for making these games. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I had friends over last night and had some game music in the background on the TV, and Gothic came up, and especially scenes from Gothic 2, and I needed to play this game yesterday, so this is there were trouble playing in-game movies, not intro but in-game cinematics in Gothic 1. Let's see if we have the same trouble here. Here goes. Oh, Christ. On a crutch. This is not supposed to be. Ah,
a single prisoner altered
this
the
is
fate
bullshit.
of hundreds.
This is bullshit.
But he paid a high price for it.
This is bullshit. So, I can tell you, you won't see anything, but the cinematic is so messed up. The coloring of it is so messed up. It's so messed up. It's Christ on a crutch. What is this? Yeah, the sound, even the sound isn't playing. So what the hell? So I'm watching a cinematic, but the graphics is so diluted, I can't even see what's happening. It's like having the Matrix numbers from the movies Matrix running down the. Yeah, this needs to be fixed. This needs to be fixed. That. What the hell? Now, I can't abort it either, because the game
He defeated the sleeper, destroyed.
Oh, Christ. I caved. I aborted.
There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I never thought that... Yeah, sorry about this, Sardis, but...
At least... But
Christ on a crutch. That wasn't supposed to be. That wasn't supposed to happen. And now the game is stuck. And that's why I wanted to buy the GOG version. Because of this shit. Christ on a crutch. Yeah, to be continued. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, Christ on a crutch. Yeah. Yes. Play intro. Yes! It works. So what I did was, Thank you, DB community. That actually worked. I downloaded an upscaling of all these Gothic 2 cinematics. So it upscaled, and now I can see that it is recorded as well. So, I mean, I would have played the game without cinematics. I can see the cinematics, but that was so Gothic 1. And I realized after completing the game that, yeah, there were tools for that with Spine. But not so in Gothic 2. They are not enabled. They are not enabled for me to download. So I actually Googled it and found that you can upscale the cinematics. Thank you for that. Thank you for a community of gamers that care enough to do this. Thank you so much. Right. And I still have the video to... Yes, good. Hopefully this works. I'm going to change controls though. Strafe left, strafe right. Jump with mouse right. Walk toggle, right shift, sneak toggle, right control, action, mouse left obviously, draw weapon, numpad 1, map, numpad 9, inventory numpad 4, player stats numpad 8, quest log numpad 7. More keys. Attack left. What the hell is... What? I don't know what this is. Can I lock target with? Numpad 0 there. Parry. Mouse right. Attack right. Cursor right. Cursor left. This is not like... Damn it. Yes, good. I mean, this is not like Gothic 1. Where you had to press mouse and then use arrow keys to decide what to do. Pick up things, that's up. And then draw weapon, you press something else, and then you held the left mouse and swung by pressing the arrow keys. Is this saved now? Can I leave, come back and see that? Yes. Yes. More keys. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. So I'm super excited. Shit, this was not easy. This was a what do you call it, hurdle or whatever. This was not straightforward, but it's worth it nonetheless. So here goes. Here goes. Hoping that, yes, it's recording and I can see it on the screen. And yes, Gothic 2 Gold playthrough by Tvival. It's the October 2024. Here goes. You are joking.
A single prisoner altered the fate of hundreds. But he paid a high price.
There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I feel like I spent 3 weeks lying under a load of rocks.
Well, so you did. Only the magic within your armor kept you alive. I had feared I might not be able to rescue you from the debris of the temple, but enough of that. You're here now. There's a new threat that we have to deal with.
Yeah, I'm going to play the cinematic. No, never mind. Hold on. I'm not I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just checking the options. Yeah, that didn't work. But what happened was that a cinematic actually played during the conversation with Stardust, so it's not completely. I'm just gonna wait for the music to die down. It will. And then I'm going to play the intro from here, because that works. Christ on a crutch. You done? What the hell is going on? Why doesn't it play?
A single prisoner altered the fate of hundreds, but he paid a high price.
So it doesn't play from... But if I start a new game and play the intro, then it works. This is such bullshit. Such bullshit. Alright, new game. And yeah, I'm playing the intro after listening to songs.
There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I feel like I spent 3 weeks lying under a load of rocks.
Well, so you did. Only the magic within your armor kept you alive. I had feared I might not be able to rescue you from the debris of the temple, but enough of that. You're here now. There's a new threat that we have to deal with. After the fall of the barrier and the banishment of the sleeper, Beliar's wrath has grown even greater. A mighty artifact, so it is written in the old scriptures, will be brought back to this world when the god of darkness sends his henchmen out to search. This search has long since begun. Beliar's henchmen are desecrating the oldest shrines of the gods. The guardians of these holy places have awakened, and their wrath makes the earth tremble. Every powerful magician on this island could sense this wrath. And some of them have certainly begun to face the threat. You must become their ally. That's the only way to stop Beliar.
At least we have enough time now. I did it. The sleeper
Has been banned. You vanquished him, so much is true. But it's not within our power to stop the war that ensues now. With his final furious scream, the sleeper has set into movement the armies of darkness. It was an order to all evil creatures, a word of power that they were all bound to obey. His last order was, "Come," and they came, all of them, even the dragons.
Dragons?
They are creatures of an ancient power. I can sense their presence, even here. And they have gathered an entire army of lowly servant creatures around them.
Where's this army now?
The army is camped not far from here, in the Valley of Mines near Khorinis, and they're getting ready to attack. We do not have much time left.
What can we do?
This time we cannot handle it by ourselves. Only the power of Innos will help us against these dragons. A group of paladins is stationed in the city of Khorinis, not far from here. They possess a powerful artifact which could help us to defeat the dragons. They call it the Eye of Innos. You need to get hold of this artifact. Tell the paladins about the threat. You must convince their leader to support us.
And once you have talked to him, you need to find the artifact of Beliar. It is the counterpiece to the Eye of Innos. It must not fall into the hands of evil.
What exactly is the Eye of Innos?
It's an amulet. Legend has it that Innos himself was poured part of his power into this amulet. It will restore some of your lost strength and help us defeat the dragons. It also has some other hidden powers. I shall tell you more about that once the amulet is yours.
Why would the paladins give me the Eye of Innos?
Because you are the one who is destined to wear it.
How can you claim to know that?
There are a number of reasons, the most important being you have defeated the Sleeper. If you weren't a favorite of the gods, you'd be dead by now.
Let's assume you're right and I'm destined to bear the Eye of Innos. How would the paladins know that's true?
The eye itself chooses the one who may wear it. Once you get hold of it and put it on, the paladins cannot doubt your words any longer.
How can I get to the city?
Just follow the path from here through the mountains. The city is large. You cannot miss it, but watch out. The path to town is not without dangers, and you aren't nearly as strong as you once were.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I'm at level 1 again, but that's actually a good explanation from being so powerful at the end of Gothic to being back to, well, level 1, square 1. Because you were magically teleported. You'll see it in intro. Something, search of power, blah, blah, blah.
I need weapons.
I can only give you whatever little I have here. Look around in my tower. Anything that looks useful to you, you can have.
I'll be on my way as fast as I can.
Good. And one more thing. Don't tell anyone that you've talked to me. Above all, don't tell any magician. Since I have gone into exile, the Circle of Fire has taken me for dead, and that's a good thing.
Well, we actually mentioned Sardis to a couple of characters in Gothic 1. I mean, find Sardis was actually the main. I mean, the water mages know that you're alive, so. Beginning. Right. Let's see if I'm correct in this. Survival. That's me. Why? It did play. This is so weird. Hold on.